So I am God, I sound rough. I am taking a moment to have a quick look ahead at just some basic details of the boss fights to see if I can figure out anything that I can prepare in advance, even if it's just different weapons to equip. And I gotta admit, it's not looking good. Last time I played this, like a week ago, I got very lucky and I was able to beat 2 of the 6 remaining boss fights. But also, they were labeled in the IGN walkthrough guide that I've been using as like not particularly difficult. They're both labeled as easy ones. This next one is labeled as being quite hard, which is really worrying. Oh my god. So, just the final line of the description of this boss is defeat the boss before it uses its Giga Graviton Overdrive attack. Otherwise, it's an instant game over. It'll use it around its 16th turn. Which is terrifying. Also, this guide is fucked, right? Because it begins with saying that you want Titus to cast Hastega and Yuna to Grand Summon Anima, which I don't think she has. It then wants Yuna to summon Bahamut and unleash Mega Flare. But I don't know if she can do that. Isn't that a grand summon? Hold on. God, who knows? Who knows? Yeah, his overdrive is Mega Flare, so this guide is just fucked. It's telling me to use Yuna's Grand Summon twice, which she just can't do. Jesus, I'm gonna have to Google, like, alternative recommendations for this boss fight, because this is terrible. Okay. Actually, other recommendations include using Quick Hit, which Titus does have, prioritizing Hastega and physical attacks, inflicting armor break, and using powerful overdrive. Ugh, rough. Okay, wait, this is a good hint. Someone else is saying... No, actually, I can't do this one. This tip is bullshit because it relies on Lulu having double cast, which she just got. Oh, well, that changes things. It recommends that she uses double cast some of the Argas on Sin to do about 9,999 damage or close to it. So, formation could do with being Titus, Auron, and maybe even Lulu? That could work. Maybe I'll just save over that. And then honestly, fuck it, let's give it a go. I don't know if anyone is going to be showing up for my stream today because I announced yesterday that I was going to be streaming. and then I was in a lot of pain. I was experiencing some bad cramps, so I didn't stream in the end. And I said I'd be streaming today, but it's the kind of thing where, like, I don't blame anyone if they forgot or didn't find that to be the most reliable, given that I had already said I was going to stream once, then not done it. So, I think this boss fight is probably going to take a couple tries. So let's make a start as soon as possible. I think I just have to go talk to Yuna if I can find her. But really, anyone I can talk to would be nice.
I think it's a little early.
I'm not celebrating. I'm just excited. Is that Riku down there?
Hops Machina always seem to break when you need them most.
I don't know. I think it's been pretty reliable. I'll take it. Okay, there's Auron.
This isn't over. Not yet.
Yeah, I know. We got Sin to kill. I get it.
Sin still lives. Kimari knows.
I know. Kamari, I see you also checked the walkthrough. 25 potions, 71 high potions. That's probably good enough. I'm running a little low on soft. So I might buy a bit of soft. Saying that, I have a decent amount of money. There's probably like a good weapon or armor that I could buy, maybe. Okay, these are good, but then they require me to do some thinking about the actual things that I put on the weapons, which I would rather not do. So, we're low on remedies, and we're low on soft. Let's have 25 of those. And probably just call it there. Maybe get like a couple remedies. A couple more. There's no point just sitting on money. I might as well have 25 of everything. Very tempted to get a couple Albed potions as well, because I do actually use those. I'm also then going to go back and save, because I'm actually very paranoid that when I lose this, it'll load me into this save, and then I won't have those items, and maybe I'll need them. 61 saves is crazy. Especially because 61 is actually an underestimate, because I've saved over that one slot a good 4 times. My actual total number of saves in this game is probably just ridiculous. I don't want to think about how many saves I have. It's better this way. Something charged and sin. No. Let us do, I don't know, something about battle, maybe? Something about battling sin? Listen, buddy, I'm trying. I am really trying. I just have to go find Yuna. I feel like I've been stupid and she's actually somewhere really obvious. No, that's the same place. God, she shouldn't be this difficult to hunt down. She's just one person. Yeah, it's just these guys in here. They're always in here hanging out. Right. This is just the way I came. She can't be here. Oh wait, she in here? I know it. God, these people are hard to understand. Oh no, I don't need that. I don't need that. That's the primer. That's the hit movie about time travel. Also, hello.
Now why that mellow so maniac?
You know, normally I'd say it's the caffeine. But today I've been on that caffeine-free caffeinated beverage grind, and I'm feeling a little less maniac than usual. Today I'm feeling just kind of mellow. And that's kind of where that ends today. That's kind of the extent of it today. Thank you for the 53-month resub. That's a lot of months. Caffeine-free caffeinated beverage. Yeah, well, it's a caffeinated beverage, but it's one that doesn't have any caffeine in it. You know? Yeah, but it's like specifically a beverage that's normally caffeinated, but caffeine-free. There's like a difference. Because otherwise it would just be like a beverage. It's important to specify, otherwise it might be confusing. Otherwise it might be unclear what I meant. But it was really clear the way that I said it, right? Yeah. I thought so. I thought we could all agree on that. Surely Yuna is up here. Where else would she be? I've lost her. I've looked everywhere. Yeah, there she is. Okay, I thought so.
I wonder if Sir Jack is in pain.
He's probably fine. He's just a big fish guy.
Help us, right?
It bothers me, the way they said that.
Huh?
I mean, they've been fighting alongside us this whole time, but now they say they'll help?
Yeah.
I guess so.
Wait,
That's concerning, actually, now I think about it.
Sin is reborn.
Have they been
when
hindering
Yevon
us this whole
merges with
time?
an Aeon. Isn't that right? If I summon an Aeon,
Ah.
you Yevon will join with it. But at first, it'll be small, won't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Then we might be able to beat it without the final summoning.
I
Maybe
don't know.
I'm stupid here because I don't... Are they just saying that if they summon an Aeon, then Yevon will merge with it and then they will just kill that and that's how they properly do it?
I never thought.
Yuna, I'm gonna need you to explain this one again and slower to me. Yeah, as if I were confused. As if I were
Hey,
Titus.
the Faith, they're tired of this whole thing too.
Nothing has ever been clearer. I thought so. I thought so. Also, hello,
It
Mint!
said
I am feeling mostly better. I'm feeling well enough to stream at least, although it's probably not going to be my best work, I have to admit. How's everyone else doing? It is a lovely day in the UK, mainly. It was a little cold earlier, but it's not too bad now.
what is it that you Yevon is summoning from within Sin?
Also, is there something wrong with the audio? It sounds like a little, like,
Dream
crackly.
of the Faith.
Oh, is this when he explains it?
You won't go away, will you?
Ooh, that's a tough question, Yuna.
You guys!
That's a very tough question.
What's happening to Sin?
3 achievements away from 100% in Clair Obscure. Wow. How difficult is the 100% for Clair Obscure? I'd imagine difficult. Also, this is insane. Whoa. That is crazy. Look at that. That is gorgeous. Also, they look so goofy like that. Titus and Yuna that look at gay people.
He's waiting for you.
Well, son, the main gun is still busted. We can't give you any cover fire.
That's rough.
Hey, just take
Titus
a sip.
stomping his feet
the
like
rest.
like what my dog does when he's angry at us. Oh, Titus is sad. Look at him, he knows he's gonna disappear because he's just a dream.
Take us up, flush to the mouth.
He's not a real boy.
No mistakes, or I'm gonna tear out that mop.
He's a
ball
fake
hair.
boy.
Trust me take you there. No problem, yeah?
Okay.
ready to blitz.
One very difficult fight reaching max level 99. Fight unlocks a journal, which is another achievement. Damn, okay. That sounds tough. I can imagine with a game like Clair Obscure that the 100% is challenging. Oh, the music's going crazy right now. Okay, let's save. And let's go. Let's try and do this fight that the IGN walkthrough calls difficult. Not that that's scary or anything. Actually, can I check? Yuna is pretty close to a Grand Overdrive. But, so maybe I should, shit. Maybe I should have her in there instead of Lulu. Okay, fine, fine. Back to the classic rotation. Back to the classic team. You're in story easy mode, so maybe you have a chance. Hopefully. I believe in you. I think you've got this. I imagine story mode still has its challenges. Like, I don't know how much they've balanced the game to be difficult at any level. Ooh, okay. Big scary guy. With a little town on his back. Oh, this is cool.
Here we go!
Here we go.
Yeah! I'm coming for you, Dad.
Dad? How embarrassing that this is your father, Titus. I would be so embarrassed. Okay. Oh my god. Yeah, so he does. He has fucking overdrive. This is infuriating. Right, haste Ga. Then maybe we do... God, I actually don't know if he attacks at all, or if he just does the overdrive. Let's just raise everybody's defense a little. Oh my goodness. Ugh, I guess we're just getting pulled in. So, what did the guide say? Armor and mental breaks. Yeah, go on. Oh shit, okay. He's actually just not close enough. Oh, he's not close enough, and that's why we have to use the range attacks. Okay. So, let's go with double cast. And then we'll do Blizzaga. I don't imagine Demi works on him. Surely Demi does not work on him. Hold on. Okay. Hard to tell, but Demi is not being recommended to me, so... Yeah, let's use Blizzaga and Wartega. Double cast is so good. I could do 2 spells on 1 turn? Crazy. Right, okay. It'd be really good if I had someone else that could do haste. But I don't think that I do. Kamari can do spells, Riku can do holy. Let's just do everything we can. Okay, that did a decent amount, actually. Right. Okay, yeah, then let's do Hastegar. And we can also swap... Oh, I was gonna say swap in Kamari, but I'm just gonna do Holy again. That was pretty good. This is gonna be really hard, though. Look at his little mouth. He's kind of cute. He's kind of adorable, actually. Right, yeah, we'll double cast Firaga and Thundaga. It would be really nice to increase her magic, actually. Oh shit. Okay, what's he doing? What's this? Oh, that barely did anything. Well, okay. Now I am gonna swap in Kamari because he can use focus. Titus is confused? That's fucking annoying. Let's use double cast again. Let's burn through this MP. It's a resource for a reason. Okay, that did about 300 more. So if I can do a couple more focuses, I think that would be good. Hello?
Hello, ladies. It is I, the one
Hello,
and only
Trash! How are you doing? And thank you for the 56-month resub. That is kind of crazy. There we go. Armor break. Yeah, that's right. Fuck you. Okay. Ooh, Overdrive? Overdrive is still worth it. Overdrive is like double cast but better. Right, let's go with Faraga. God, sometimes this controller does not rotate as much as you would think. Actually, maybe double cast would have been better. Maybe that was useless, actually. Okay. That was good. That was really good. Maybe it would be more worthwhile now to swap in Yuna, maybe? I honestly don't know. I could not tell you. I'm just gonna focus again, actually. It's been 32 years. It's been a little while. Just with the timings of my streams, it's not been the best timings for people recently, I don't think. But that's okay. Not that much has happened. I basically beat one boss. Well, okay, like 3 bosses, but you know. The difficult 3, I think, are still to come. Good plot summary, Titus is confused. Titus is confused and so am I. We've all been there. Okay, this is good timing for this. Okay, Y, B, X, A, left, right, A. Cool. Hell yeah! We hit the damage cap! Oh, fuck. What's he doing? Why is he opening his mouth? What does that mean? I'm so concerned about this. Okay, I'm bringing back Riku. We're gonna do Holy. Oh my god, he's not even at half health. He's not even at half health, and I think he's most of the way to the full team kill. What the fuck? This is hard. I don't even know what to do about this. I was on holiday on your first year back, then last week you were watching your friend in a musical showcase at local theatre. That sounds so fun though. That sounds great. I hope you did have a good time. Oh, Titus is gonna die if I do this. Well, sometimes that's the risk you gotta take. What's happened to Sin fight? Okay, let me do a quick catch up. So, previously, I was doing the Yunalesca fight and it was not going well. Turns out I was insanely underleveled, so I did about 2 hours of level grinding in my own time. I got people a ton of good abilities, generally just increased everyone's stats, and the Yunalesca fight was still a little tough, but I beat it first try with everyone at better level. Yunalesca is like, you idiots, you've taken away everyone's hope. And then the team goes, well, oops. And then they go speak to Micah, who's like one of the church guys from earlier. And he's like, how could you kill Yunalesca? The only reason... And then basically he explains, the whole reason Sin is reborn is because previously a summoner will do the final summoning and they will kill Sin, but within Sin is like this being called Yu Yevon. And Yu Yevon then is what rebuilds Sin using the body of the person involved in the killing. So that's why Jecht became Sin, is because when the previous Sin, like the outer shell, was killed, Jecht was kind of used to build this outer layer again. So the team then decides, if we can try and kill Sin and then get inside of Sin and kill Yu Yevon before he can rebuild Sin, then that's functionally the whole thing over. The game explained it better. It's been a couple weeks for me since I heard that explanation, but that's why basically they set off in the airship to go hunt down Sin. They distracted him with some music, and then so the first boss fight is you do one of his arms and then you do the other one of his arms, and then the second boss fight is that you fight kind of slightly within him, and then now we are fighting him. This is fighting Sin proper, and according to the IGN walkthrough, and this is terrifying by the way, if you don't defeat Sin before it uses its Giga Graviton Overdrive attack, it's an instant game over. And I think that's the overdrive that's currently building. And that's why we should be concerned, because he has a lot more health than overdrive is like accounting for. Maybe I should use Magic Break? I don't know if it recommends Magic Break. Mental breaks. Okay, yeah, let's do this. That'll do. Okay, what are you doing now, buddy? That's gonna kill Titus. Oh! Shit! I didn't know it would do that. This is why the IGN walkthrough is bullshit, by the way. It'll say things like, this is quite hard, and it won't tell you that Sin can essentially reduce your party to 2 people. Well... fuck. Okay, well, let's see how far I can get with this, because if Yuna... soft, I think it would have to be. Yeah, if Yuna can, get enough overdrive, I think Yuna could do this. Oh my god, no, this is not gonna work. Well, I might as well summon Valifor. I might as well use a turn to do a summon. This is not the summon I should have used, by the way. This was such an ass choice of summon. Well, let's see if that works. Yeah, of course he's immune. Oh my god, this was a bad choice. Okay. Let's send him away. I only wanted a turn to do this attack anyway. And I'll show you in a moment why that was a bad choice. So... So, I don't know if you remember that when there was one time I was playing and I basically went to a cave and I fought like a ghost of a summoner with an Aeon. And then you get to this room and there's this summon in there that's well, there's a faith in there that's like, if you pay me a shit ton of money, you can get me. And he asks for 250,000. And I didn't have even close to that at the time. But when I was doing some level grinding, I went back to him and I found that if you basically counter offer half of what he's offering plus 1, you can do that about 3 times and it gets it to the lowest possible price. So that's the summon Yojimbo, and I renamed him Jimbo. And the reason why he's really cool is because you pay him money and then he like does an attack. And the attack is potentially really good. And when I say really good, I mean it. Like, the only reason I was able to beat 2 boss fights last stream is because I paid Yojimbo 1,000, which is basically what I'm going to do now. And I got lucky and the attack... In fact, let's do this. The attack basically one-shot killed something I was dealing with, which was pretty good. There you go. What are you going to do with that? That's pretty good, right? I can pay him 1,000 and he does 9,000 damage. Like, I hate to cheat, but this really is my best option, you know? Let's pay him a cool 842 and see what that does. Pay to win a cereal. It does feel like cheating, but also, like, that still did 9,000. It's so pay to win, but it's also like insanely worth it. Oh, well, okay, I think I just lost. Let's see how this works if it's only Jimbo on the field. And let's give him a good, like, 2,000 and something. Let's see what that does. Okay, it's just gonna be the 9,000 again. Ah! Oh, he does it twice? 3 times? No. Yeah, this is a game over as far as I'm aware. This just kills me. I'm hoping though that if it's on the summon we're fine, but I think that it genuinely is just a team wipe no matter what. Yeah. Insane, by the way. I actually don't know if I can actually do this. Okay. Oh my god. So how much health did I even get him down to? That's crazy. You know the worst part? The worst part is that I shouldn't have loaded this file because the starting formation is actually really bad. Oh, I can skip now. Okay, well if I'm lucky, it won't be that bad. Basically, if Ty just starts, that's unlucky. Yeah, that's not the best. Okay, this is gonna sound insane. I'm reloading. I'm reloading and picking a new party formation because I get it now. The walkthrough didn't make sense to me, but basically, from the looks of it, the first few turns are just you're at long range, so you need to take a couple turns to draw in, which means that you can't use Auron. Like, Auron is pointless in that situation. And actually, the best people to have would be Lulu and probably Riku. Honestly, Lulu and Kamari, because Kamari can use focus. Lulu can use double cast. Okay, I think that works. I think that works. I also basically could do with... Hold on. Okay, I could do with equipping a bunch of weapons that just do more damage, right? So, magic plus 5, magic plus 10 is better. That's pretty much as good as it's gonna get for Kamari. Counterattack, I actually would not say is worth it. Strength could be good. Yeah, I actually think that is our best bet. That's the best bet for Yuna. I could do with something with magic for Riku, actually. So I'm gonna see if I can customize one of her weapons to have magic. Oh, I didn't see your message. Hold on. Theatre Showcase was mixed because some were good and others were opening the show with 5 13-year-olds singing the Madrigal song from Encanto. That's very mixed. I hope the good ones made it worth it at least. Although, I don't know, 5 13-year-olds singing the Madrigal song from Encanto sounds entertaining in its own special way. I have to admit, I would be entertained. Strength, sense of piercing. So my strike, zombie touch. Let's add some magic to this one if I can. There's a chance I can't. Ooh, I can even do magic plus 10? Okay, I'm super doing that because Riku has Holy. Okay, I'm even gonna save the game. I think that was a good choice. I'm also actually just gonna make sure that everyone else is in the same situation. Oh, I got this weapon as well for Auron, which has strength plus 15 and counterattack, which is ridiculous. That's okay. Okay. That'll do. That's as good as it's gonna get. Because that is terrifying. Just Jimbo all the way. Honestly, I could. If this attempt isn't even close, I would be incredibly tempted to just pay Jimbo a shit ton of money and just succeed. It's very silly and endearing, and then the adult stuff was pretty good. Like, we had some Rent, Billy Elliot, Wicked, and Dear Theodosia from Hamilton. Dear Theodosia is a good song. That's a good choice. Yeah, I imagine the emotional whiplash of going from, "Aw, this is adorable, these crazy kids," to Dear Theodosia being performed by adults. I imagine that was a lot of whiplash. Okay. Okay, we got this. We got this. Oh, there's something else I should have done. I should have changed it so that everyone builds overdrive when they use their, like, skills or they attack. Because obviously no one is gonna be... No one's gonna be, like, there's not really many attacks on everyone, so that's not really gonna happen, you know? Right, here we go. Double cast, Firaga, and Ortega. Doesn't really matter which I pick, to be honest. Okay, that already does slightly more damage. Then let's focus. Honestly, at that point, I will switch out for Riku. And we can use some Holy, which should do more damage now because of the 10% magic. Okay, that was pretty good. Then let's use Focus again. And then double cast again. Double cast I also got. Let's Lulu use 2 spells, basically. She still uses the MP, but it's pretty good. It means that she can do a good 5,000 damage on a turn. Kids performing You're Welcome from Moana, leading into Lady Marmalade from Moulin Rouge was wild, but that's the nature of a showcase. That is crazy. I think I would have lost my mind. I would have had to laugh, like a little at least. Oh, I also got Holy for Riku. That's also a new thing. I got it for Riku because it was just easier than getting it for Yuna, weirdly enough. Like, Yuna is still ages away from getting that. Right, double cast. There we go. Okay. I think there's a chance it could be time to bring out Auron. Yep, okay, time for Auron. I might actually just do Holy again. Yeah, I'm gonna do Holy again. Why not? I must thank you again for getting me Hollow Knight merch out, my sillies. They are doing well. They are right over to my side. They are in a bag. They are ready for collection. Okay, annoyingly. So Fury gets 5 attacks in and each one does about 800, so it's probably still worth doing, annoyingly. Oh my god, I nearly got in 6. I nearly got in 6. That's so annoying. Okay. Then I'm going to switch out for Titus. And I think we're going to take the opportunity to cheer. Or should I haste again? Would it be worth it? Is this worth it? I don't even think it changes Auron's turns that much. I actually think it's more important to use cheer. No, it's actually not. It's not. I should use haste. Nope, I should use cheer. I don't think it matters that much, to be completely honest. But I'm gonna make it matter. Okay, so that was cheer. Now I can use haste. Okay. That's kind of worth it. Then let's use mental break. Okay. That's annoying, but everything's fine. That's fine. It's fine, actually. It's so fine. Oh, shit. Okay, I need to switch into Yuna because... Actually, I don't need to switch into Yuna. I can take the opportunity to use an Albed potion, which cures petrification and gives HP. Okay, yeah, that's worth it. Okay. Oh, and because Riku's the best, she gets another turn. She can't use Holy, annoyingly, because she has no MP. But I can give Lulu another turn to slay and serve. Is spam still used to be collected on Sunday, or is it easier if we just sort out a day I can drop around at yours? Ooh, it might actually be easier for you to collect here rather than me bringing them to a different location and you then collecting them from a different location to then take them back. Unfortunately, it would have to be tomorrow or it would have to be after Sunday, just because of when I'm in the house. Oh my god, I don't think this is gonna work either. It might. There's a chance. That did 9,900, okay. And we can overdrive. Okay. YB, XA, left, right, A. That's gonna do 9,900. Let's honestly just keep Lulu using double cast until we run out of MP. Which will take a while. I don't understand what damage output the game is expecting from you at this point. Right? Because for pretty much everyone, I can do about 6,000 to 9,000 damage a turn. Is that not, like, insane? Is that not really good, actually? What does the game want? What does it want? That's pretty good. Between cheer and armor break, we can do a ton of damage. I just genuinely don't even know if it's enough. Lulu's doing quite a lot now, actually. Oh, the impression I get from the Jumbo text having to double up his max damage output, not 9,999. Yeah, that's it. So, like, that's... The only thing that can do more than that is Yuna's overdrive with Bahamut, because that Mega Flare can do more than that in a turn. But pretty much everyone else hits that cap of 9,999. Max damage is 99,999? That's just ridiculous. Oh god, okay, okay. so close. This is fucking terrifying. Jesus Christ, that nearly killed Lulu. Okay, let's swap in Riku. Let's do that. Riku then gets another turn. Riku is insanely goated. We love Riku in this house. Okay. This is terrifying. I'm in no rush, but I'm free tomorrow. What time works for you? Basically, something your house today. Oh, oops. I can message you about it, but pretty much any time works for me. Like during working hours, annoyingly. Although that is the bonus of working from home. Okay. Okay. Come on. Oh my god, I got 6. I got 6. And they're doing about 1,000 each. Perfect. That's really good news. Oh my god, he only has 3,000 health. I think we did it. No way. Jesus Christ, cutting it close. And that's Dad officially dead. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That is gorgeous. And also terrifying. That's the team. That's the squad. Titus always looks so tanned in cutscenes in a way that he just doesn't the rest of the time. Dad, let's go. Hell yeah. No more sin. Officially no more sin. Now you just have to deal with you, Yevon. Oh. I mean, you, Yevon, and potentially someone else. That didn't feel like you, Yevon, to me. I don't know about you, that was giving me Seymour flashbacks, but let's not think about it. Let's just not think about it.
Where are you?
We must go to him.
We must go to him.
Let me take front.
He says, very obviously from the back. Follow me. Okay, let's use these sphere grid to get some level ups for everybody. Kind of running out of speed spheres, interestingly enough. Right. Where am I sending Auron? I guess I'm sending him around here. Oh, I super duper am. Auron got to the end of his skill tree, basically. He got a couple of, like, final level kind of skills. He got Entrust and another one, Sentinel. Confirm I have to stream at theoretically 11:20ish, because you have yoga 10 to 11, so you'll be out and about. That would work for me, I think. I don't think I have any work calls tomorrow at 11:20, so that sounds perfect. Where am I sending Titus? Presumably up here. But let's just check. Yeah, I am. I'm sending him up here. Okay. Because he has started heading into Yuna's skill tree, interestingly. Kamari goes around here. Kamari is really far behind in all of his abilities, I think. Waka is far behind, but not too far. I say that Triple Foul is his, like, endgame ability, and he's quite a bit away from that. God, that was close. That was a very close fight. Also, hello Thievery, hello, how are you doing? He was so desperate for relevancy. Yeah, it's like, who cares about him? It's been ages since we've cared about him. Okay. Oh my god. Sorry, so I've just skipped ahead reading the walkthrough to how the next fight works, and it's kind of complicated. Oh my goodness. All of the walkthrough guide constantly just says, like, summon Bahamut at overdrive. It's not that easy, okay? If I could just use overdrive whenever I wanted, that's what I would do. But I can't.
Corvu is late, Corvu is late, Corvu is late.
Corvu is late. The text-to-speech was not doing so great with that. Hey, barely. Don't even worry about it. Hello, Corvus, how you doing? Oh no, Thievery, you're on so many painkillers and none of it's working. I'm so sorry, that sucks. Whenever I have, like, you know, I had, like, relatively mild pain yesterday, but I had a little bit of pain, and I took ibuprofen and paracetamol, and they took forever to kick in. But they did kick in. And the relief I felt when they kicked in was insane. It just sucks when you've taken a painkiller and it's like, okay then, go on, get a move on, and it just doesn't. Yeah, I'm hoping they kick in Fusine Thievery. Because I hate painkillers when they're not doing anything. I was 2 weeks, 1 day, and 20 minutes late. No, that's not how it works. Nobody's late. The only person who can be late is me, and I am frequently. I'm late most of the time. And that's not just for streams, that's just kind of like generally. Right, I'm locked in. I put my hair into sports mode so I can focus. Right. It's 2,000 milligram paracetamol and 1,600 milligram ibuprofen. I'm so silly. That's such a high dose. I normally take 500. Oh no, in fairness, I normally take about 1,000 milligram paracetamol and about 400 milligram ibuprofen. Which admittedly is maybe why it doesn't kick in very well. But it kicks in eventually. Okay. Okay, it looks like the next fight involves a lot of elemental abilities. So, I think that I might put on just some magic defense would probably be good. HP plus 10 would also probably be good. Or maybe I could take advantage of having a few things to customize. Okay, well no, let's focus on who we can. Oh, I'm keeping Fire Eater on Auron, that's great. HP Sleep Proof and Protect. What other options we got for you, buddy? Berserk, Silence, Confuse, Sleep, Zombie, Water, Lightning Proof could be pretty good. Maybe let's do the yellow shield and then add something to it. Water Ward could be good. Ice Proof could be good. In fact, I'm very tempted to do Ice Proof. Then this way, there's an elemental shield for Tidus, which is gonna be useful, I think. What about Riku? MP, SOS Protect, Stone Ward. Ice, Water, and Dark could be quite good. In fact, that's what we're going with. We're going with Ice, Water, and Dark. Silence and Confuse, Water Ward, Magic Defense +5, SOS Null Tide could be good. Magic Defense, what's she currently got? Okay. Let's do this. Let's add a shit ton of Magic Defense to Yuna. Fire, Ice, and Lightning could be good for him. Poison, Dark, Sleep, Magic Defense, Ice, Water, HP. That's pretty good. Ice, Water, HP. Okay. I could do the same for Lulu. Let's take the Lightning Ward Bangle and then let's just make that good. Right, looks, I need to write a review for a thriller you've been sent an advanced copy of, but it was generally good and I don't really read thrillers, so it's rough to review. That's fair. I feel like when you don't know a genre well, but I feel like, especially if you don't know a genre well, but you did enjoy it, what are you gonna say? Like, it's good. I liked it. I don't know if you're allowed to say I don't normally read thrillers, but I liked this one, so that's gotta mean something. Okay. I wish there was a better way to search this menu. This is ass. So I can never tell when I've gone past someone. Okay, there we go. Water Ward, I could put Fire Eater on her. Honestly tempting. Do I want that on Lulu though? Probably not. I could go with Water Ward, I could go with... Shell, maybe? Let's go with Magic Defense. And let's go with Water Ward. I think it's worth it. Okay. That's everybody done. And then let's save. As for where we are, we are 3 bosses to go, I think. And from a quick look, I haven't had too much of a look in the IGN walkthrough, but of those 3, I think a couple of them are difficult and one of them is easy, I think. Yeah. But yeah, so a lot of things have happened in this game. So let's do another, I'll do a quick recap again. So I was having a lot of trouble with the Yunalesca fight. It turns out that's because I was super underleveled. So I took a couple hours to do some level grinding. I also took the opportunity to get... Oh, no. I did a couple hours to level grind, and then my first try I beat Yunalesca. I then had access to the airship to kind of just do what I want and explore. So in my free time, I think while I was ill, I went and got Yojimbo, the summon. I did a bit of exploring and then realized that a lot of it would just take a lot of time and I couldn't be bothered. So I did a little bit more level grinding and then I went to do the final couple boss fights. So I did I've done all the boss fights against Sin now. And I just have a couple more to go. 3 exactly. But yeah, we found out how Sin kept being reborn, and the answer was there was basically an evil spirit within Sin that was building Sin as armor, basically using the ghost of like the guardian of the previous summoner. So that's why Jecht is Sin, because when Jecht was killed, like, it took that ghost to build the armor. Which is kind of fucked up if you ask me. But they didn't ask me when they made this game, because I'd only just been born. Which is why they didn't talk to me about it. They would have, otherwise. They would have. What a silly man Jecht is. He's so silly. We did just kill him, I think. So I don't think we're going to be seeing any more of him now. I'm also going to look, so I'm going to do my nails for the vibes, then it's sleep time. That sounds so fun! It's been ages since I've done my nails, and you've reminded me how fun it is and how tempting it is. I have a very fun, like, teal blue colour polish that I would like to do at some point. I just don't think I've ever given a thriller 5 stars. But I didn't want to put it down. I found it entertaining, and the reveal was interesting, but also could have been more. That's just because I regularly read weird shit and I was expecting crazier. Yeah, that's a tough thing to do. It's like, if you weren't used to reading books that do go and push it that extra mile, maybe it would be a 5, but because you do, it could be a 4. But also, does it feel fair to rank it like that? I'd say so. I think that's fair. I think even reading stuff that pushes it a little bit further most of the time still gives you the opportunity to be like, and I wish it was doing that now. Oh, this is crazy. Oh, what? Oh, God. I don't want to fight overworld things. I actually just don't want to. I kind of just want to get a move on. Okay, what if I don't? What if I just...
I won't go so easy on you next time.
Yeah, I won't go so easy on you next time. That's what I've always said. What if I just kind of pushed through and I see how far we can get without having to level grind? Doesn't even have that much health, it just retaliates with Meteor when it's defeated. I'd rather not. If you're gonna do that shit to me, I won't even fight you in the first place. Oh my god, this is horrible. Where am I going? How much health? So what does that say? Focus your attacks to defeat one quickly, because if they're both alive... Well, okay, sure, let's give this a go. Sure, go on, why not? Well, that's annoying. Maybe I'll use Whacker. That was pathetic. Okay, that was better. That wasn't terrible. Oh my god, Auron has counterattack! I forgot that Auron has counterattack. That's crazy. Also, let's use quick hit. Let's see how that goes. Okay, crazy. Just insane. Okay. It has occurred to me that if I have an area to grind in, I could probably get Yuna to overdrive. Which would be helpful, admittedly. Hey, why can he just fucking heal? Oh, there's a chance? There's a chance it's something to do with what weapon Titus is using or something? So maybe I won't use him. Maybe we'll just steal from him briefly. Nice. I'm also not going to use Auron's Overdrive if that's the case. Brotherhood has Water Strike, I see. Well, that's annoying. That's an annoying thing to have happened, but I'll take it. Perfect. Oh, it's fun to steal. Fun fact, you finished 8 books since you were last on here at stream, and you finished number 9 tonight? That's crazy. I guess you did have a holiday. I imagine you did a lot of reading then. I have read so little recently. I am ashamed to even think about it. God, that's bad. Well, maybe I'll just put protect on Auron. Ooh, you're doing pearlescent nails. I like the sound of that. I have a bit of a struggle when I paint my nails because I have very, like... There's nothing wrong with my hands, but I have been known to describe them as being, like, very small. Also, the ratio of my little tiny fingers to my hand means that if I paint my nails, it has the visual effect of making my finger look even shorter than it is. And given that my hands are already quite small, and my fingers are already quite small, it's not the best look in the world for me. Oh, okay, well, I leveled up a shit ton from that. Maybe it was worth it. No, I still don't think it was worth it. Maybe it was worth it. I mean, it's getting everybody these fun new increases. This whole area is giving End of the World from Kingdom Hearts 1 vibes. Just the vibes of when in a video game you're in a place where there's no like actual land and it's all very floaty, very fun. Pacing was kind of off in the final third, but I struggle so much because I don't know if it's my fault for reading the first 40% every week and then the final 60% last night. That's hard to tell. I don't imagine that would make so much of a difference. If you read the majority of the book in one sitting at the end, and you still found that the final third wasn't great pacing-wise, I think that's probably a valid point. If you'd have done it the other way around, like you read the first 60% and then you read the last 40, I'd say maybe. Because at that point you've kind of split it into a 2/3 and a third. Riku's kind of working through this backwards. This is actually really fun that Riku and Yuna just kind of crossed paths in the sphere grid. That's right, Kamari, off you go. You get those abilities. Right, where am I going? This way? Nope, dead end, cool. I don't want to fight you. I just don't. I just kind of want to leave. Oh, shoot. Well, it's Yuna's turn first, so... Might as well use the opportunity to steal? Yeah, okay, I'll take it.
Live and let live.
Live and let live. And I've always said that, Titus. Thank you. Thank you, buddy. It matters to me that you said that. Oh, okay, I can go over here. This is so weird, this whole area. Covered by a hard shell. I could probably defeat this thing. Probably, it seems exceptionally slow. I'll just steal again. Armor break, maybe? Who else would be good here? Let's bring Waka in, why not? Let's get some level ups for you, buddy. Okay. Does a decent amount of damage, but that's not crazy. Maybe I'll cheer everyone up again. You had basically nothing on holiday? That's fair. That is very fair. I don't read much on holiday, but I do manage to read on planes very often. And sometimes planes are the only situation that I'm able to actually focus enough to read. Where are any of us going, really? That's such a... That's the question this area wanted us to ask, you know? That's what it wanted us to be thinking about at the end of the day. It wanted us to be thinking about where we're really going. Okay, Riku got a level up as well. I think that was it. Oh, no, I was going this way. Oh, there's a chest over there. I don't want to deal with these guys. Maybe I should. It's just they use Confuse, which can be, like, kind of debilitating. Oh, okay, or maybe not, actually. Maybe this is fine, actually. Come on. Okay. Yeah, that was fine. Maybe I'm at, like, a good level for this area. Maybe I'm fine, actually. And there's no reason to panic. Provoke? Okay, I'll take Provoke on Auron. Might as well get the little health upgrade for Titus. I like this big turtle guy. He was really easy to fight too. Love that guy. Oh, okay, I guess I can't go that way. Cool, I guess for arbitrary reasons. Oh, what is this? A fucking maze? Well, that's stupid. I'm leaving.
So easy on you next time.
You don't think you've ever slept on a plane? You're either reading or on your Switch? Yeah, that's fair. Honestly, I agree. I don't sleep on a plane if it isn't longer than like 6-7 hours. I just can't otherwise. I wish I could just really fall asleep on a plane.
Live and let live.
A plane nap, you skip the whole trip. That's kind of a skill to have, Thievery. When I was my flights to Japan were connection flights rather than direct, which meant that I basically had, I think I had like a 7-hour flight, an 8-hour flight, and then on the way back I had like an 11-hour flight and a 8-hour flight or something. And I don't think I slept on 2 or 3 of those flights. But I don't think I slept for more than like 4 or 5 hours at a time. And that was really good for me. That was way more sleeping than I normally get on a plane. 2 weeks till Switch 2. I know, I'm so excited. Have you, can I ask, have you had, because I know that you were able to...
This isn't just a rock, is it?
In fact, did you? You pre-ordered it through Nintendo, right, Trash? Just because I was wondering if the money had come out yet, because I'm not sure that it has for party. On my break, there we go. I can think of no worse help than traveling than not being able to sleep. It's not that I don't try. It's just hard. It's difficult, okay? Right, okay, let's raise everybody's defense a little. There we go. I wonder if delay attack could work on this guy. Let's give it a go. Yeah, okay. It makes sense that he's immune. It would kind of suck for him if he wasn't immune to that. Because then why would anyone ever let him have a turn, the poor guy? Him missing his sleeping is my actual least favorite thing to do, and playing time is a fun opportunity to do a thing without distraction. That's true for me until the flight becomes longer than 6 hours. And then being awake is hell and I want it to be over. But if it's like a 4-hour flight, hell yeah, that's such a sweet spot of I get to just do a thing I want for as long as I want to. That's always fun. There we go. One of my greatest talents is being able to sleep super easily in places that are on my bed at a reasonable time of night. I can't do that. I struggle so hard. I can't nap. If I'm napping, there is something seriously wrong with me. Like, I'm ill. I'm ill. I have to be. Because that's the only situation that I can actually nap. The rest of the time, napless, truly. Money hasn't come out yet as of when you check, but you did get an email like a week ago saying to make sure enough funds were in the account because pre-orders were shipping soon. Okay, cool. That's good to know, actually, Trash. Enough, because I'm not sure if Party has had the same, but I will have to check. I can fall asleep anywhere as long as the place I'm sleeping is moving at a steady pace. That's true for me on buses, coaches, and trains. Planes is the one exception, and I truly don't know what it is. I could not tell you why, but I just can't. I find it so difficult. I think it's because on a coach or a bus or a car, I always find a way to like get into a comfortable position, and there's just something about a plane. It's like no matter where I put my neck, it kind of hurts. I also think I just went backwards. I'm getting so turned around because I'm not focusing on this. No, I can't have gone backwards because... chest. Okay, didn't really need that, but I'll take it. I'll also take the opportunity to steal. 4-hour flights to and from Lanzarote is so perfect. Like last year it was Ace Attorney 2, and the year before it was Tears of the Kingdom. Yeah, see, 4 hours is perfect length where you don't like go stir crazy, but you still have time to do a thing you enjoy. You fall asleep standing up and resting your head on something? Fuck, I wish. That sounds great. I wish I could do that.
I'll be right back.
If I nap, you know I'm seriously ill and need to see a doctor. Yeah, like if I'm napping, it's because I have such a bad cold or flu that it's the only thing my brain can do. I'm not a big nap enjoyer. I don't like napping. I can't really do it either. There's not really any point trying most of the time. Okay. Live and let live. Amen, Titus. Amen, bestie. Okay. So, I think in theory this is supposed to be a good area to level grind. And I really don't know if I need to. I'm really worried that I need to. Okay. So... I think that's the formation I want to use going into this fight. I say let's just give it a go. It either works or it doesn't. Isn't that just so annoying? This fucking grids. That makes a person feel insane. Oh, you got the email about the Switch 2 payment on May 12th. Okay. Good to know. Why is he here? How can it be him? You told me I have to fight him after Sin? Insane.
Has chosen me. I am part of sin. I am one with sin. Forever.
That's so annoying.
Immortal.
Fuck this guy.
Just absorbed you.
Child
I will
bride
learn
marrying
to
ass.
control it from within. I have all the time in the world. Since you were gracious enough to dispose of Unaleska.
I just want him to be dead. Out of all the Final Fantasy villains, I hate Seymour the most. That's a good take.
Now nothing can stop us.
He's annoying. And you have to fight him so many times. And every fight against this guy sucks more than the last.
You should thank me. Your death means your father's life.
I mean, this is a cool design, but I still hate it. Okay. So, according to the walkthrough, because all four of those... So all of those colors represent elements. So the red is obviously fire, the yellow is lightning, white is water, presumably, and the blue and the purple... Sorry, blue is water and the purple is, Blizzaga? Or the other way around, but I'm assuming that's how it works. So... Basically, depending on how I attack the wheels, they spin, and the four colors facing inwards determine what the attack is. So, if 3 orbs of the same color facing Seymour, which is currently happening, he'll use level 3 magic with that element 4 times. AKA, he's gonna use Faraga 4 times. But I think it also means that he's currently weak to Blizzaga. So, interesting. If only 2 orbs of the same color are facing, he'll use level 2 magic of that element twice. And if no colors are the same, he'll use level 2 magic of the 4 elements only once. So basically, by default, he's doing at least 4 level 2 attacks. If not, like, up to 4 level 3. So, we need to start off with Hastegar. And then we need Yuna to use Null Blaze. Because that will nullify the fire attack. Because then he's going to use Faraga a shit ton of times. See, now, the bonus is, because I give everybody a bunch of weapons a bunch of armor that is specific to... Please do that on Auron. Yeah, okay, so there's... Yeah, there's something really cool. Auron is... has a ability on his weapon called Fire Eater that means that fire damage actually heals him, which is so nice. I think Tidus is ice proof. Basically everyone has a shit ton of like elemental defense. Can we get rid of this dude? I'm so fed up of him. This is a cool design though. Like, look at this shit, look at all of this and tell me that doesn't look fire as fuck. Okay. What else does it recommend? Suggests Auron uses armor and mental breaks. Let's start with mental break. Energized by the mortiphasms. And I'm assuming that's what these things are. Okay, I think in that case, if I just leave them alone, he'll always have to use fire. Let's use Mental Break. That did basically nothing. Then... if I swap out for Lulu, how bad is that? That's not great. Lulu has so little health by default. Okay. Okay, let's keep Yuna in. Okay, in fact, no, I'm switching out to Lulu. And we're gonna use double cast Blizzaga on Seymour. And then again, Blizzaga on Seymour. This should do a decent amount of damage. Okay, that was pretty good, that's pretty good. Then I'm gonna take the opportunity to switch in for Yuna. And we're gonna use Null Blaze again. And he's just gonna use Faraga. Okay. So the variability is who he uses the fourth one on. Yeah, and if he uses it on Lulu, it's not good. If he uses it on Auron heals, which is great. I also did miss your hypothetical. Let me scroll up. Let's have a look at that. Oh my goodness, wait, when was that? How far up am I scrolling? Oh no, there it is. Would you rather have a silly big forehead horn like Kamari or have Titus's voice but an extra £50 a week in your account? Clovis, what kind of question is that? What kind of question is that? I'm picking Titus's voice. I have an extra £50 a week and my voice is just slightly different. It's not even that different. My alternative is I have a massive horn and I don't have £50. I'm taking the £50. You know I'm doing the £50. £50 extra a week. You'd be, so what, extra 200 a month? What is that, like an extra 2,400 a year? Yeah, I'm taking that. Do I get taxed? Do I get taxed, Corvus? Or is my money free? I have Titus's vocal patterns? Sure, okay. I'll take it. I'm not complaining about that. Go on. Sure. Sure thing. Okay. Damages an enemy. There we go. That's not gonna do a lot, actually. But it'll start doing more when we hit him with Armor Break. I think. Okay. So I really should have saved that, but that's fine. Okay, yeah. And then I'm gonna swap out for Yuna to do the Null Blaze. There we go. Holy, this boss looks trippy AF. Yeah, it's kind of cool. I'm a big fan. I'm a big enjoyer of this. Can I heal anyone? Nobody's taken any damage. Well, let's raise magic defense on Titus. There we go. Just in case he gets hit with the second Faraga.
But there is no salvation for the damned.
Is he gonna spin his fucking wheels? What? Ah! What is he doing? Why won't the walkthrough tell me anything about this? What am I looking at right now? Oh, okay, great. Great. Well, let's bring Lulu in. Might as well take the opportunity to batter him with Blizzaga. I think these will hit. Yeah, okay. Instead of his voice, you now have to do a limit break command every time you want to use the toilet. Wait, like I have to do one of the little challenges? Like I have to press the button at the right time? Yeah, that sounds fine. I'm sure I'd just get used to it, you know? I'm just gonna do Null Blaze again. Either it works or it doesn't.
Let darkness take you.
No. Oh. This might kill me. He's allowed to do that? He's allowed? That's actually so fucked up. That's actually insanely fucked up. And I've always said that. Well, I guess I'll bring Lulu back to life. And then what? Oh, then I switch in Riku. Straight up. This is a good time for an Albed potion, and if I say so myself. I actually don't think it is. I actually think it would be better for Yuna to... Oh my goodness. How slow is Lulu right now? Okay. I think it's more important for Yuna to cure her herself. Yeah. Oh, the bastard. That's annoying. Okay, so what is that? I think that's ice. Very tempted to switch in for Auron and take the opportunity to use Overdrive. Y, B, X, A, left, right, A. Cool. Delightful. I'll take it. Sure, Lulu. I really want that extra 50. I do. I'll take it. I love an extra £50 a week. Do you not? Do you disagree with me? Let's bring Titus in. I want to take the opportunity to use Cheer, actually. And then Lulu's gonna swap back in for Yuna. And let's hit Titus with the Curaga. He deserves it. He's been good. He's been very helpful. Okay. Oh, I think that's Frost. I think that's Frost. Let's use a Null Frost. Yeah, okay, so purple is Frost. The music in this section, by the way, is incredible. I hope we can all acknowledge that. Come on, hit Titus. Titus is ice proof. Hit Titus. God damn it. The person that eats fire, but unfortunately not ice. Okay. Okay. I'm saving that for now. Hold on, am I? I am. I'm saving that for now. Let's switch Lulu back in. Because I think he is currently... Actually, no, I'm keeping Yuna. I'm keeping Yuna in. And she's gonna heal herself. Yeah, cool. And then a little bit of Null Frost. It really is. It's fantastic. There's something about this music in particular that is so like, I think it's because it's got like a bit of like a beat to it. Like this feels cool. And I'm fighting just like a big ghostly spirit surrounded by wheels. That's not cool, but it feels cool. Come on, hit Titus. Come on. Yes. Ooh, that's what you love to see. That is the good stuff. At the end of the day, that's what you want to see. Speaking of what you want to see, let's grand summon Bahamut. Like, a summon animation with this music goes exceptionally hard. Okay, let's use Mega Flare. Let's see how this goes. Please. 23,000? Ooh, okay, okay. That's pretty good.
Let darkness take you.
Yeah, okay, sure. He's wasting Ultima on Bahamut. Hell yeah. This is good. Yeah, enjoy. Enjoy all of those green screen explosion effects. Didn't even kill Bahamut because Bahamut's just that cool. Well, I guess if he's using Blizzaga, that means he's probably weak to fire right now. So what if I killed him? What if I killed him? Whoo, I feel so sneaky. Easiest Seymour boss fight yet. The music went the craziest. I think the gimmick was actually kind of fun. And yeah, it really helped that I had the walkthrough. That helped a lot.
Now, Yuna, send him.
Right.
And the music is still going. Crazy. God, it's the kind of thing where, like, if I wasn't ready for this game to be over, that would have been a really fun one to solve, right? That would have been a really fun one to figure out.
It is you, after all, who will send me.
That's 2 boss fights in one stream, by the way. We only have 2 more left.
I am gone.
Interesting.
Mira's sorrow will prevail.
Everyone say boo as he disappears. Boo! Boo! So good to finally send him.
Sin will be right behind you.
Hell yeah, Sin will be right behind you. There's gonna be no more Sin, no more Seymour, no more of these annoying freaks. Boo! Tomato, tomato. Hell yeah. Love to kill that guy. Love to kill him. Well, let's take the opportunity to get a bunch of abilities for everyone. Yuna is so close to Holy. She nearly got Holy all for herself. She just couldn't quite manage it. Okay. There we go. He's finally fucking gone. For once, we could actually believe it. Although, just to mess with you all a bit, I'm not gonna tell you whether, because I've looked ahead, we have 2 more boss fights. I'm not gonna tell you if either of those are Seymour again. I think we can all make a pretty good guess. I think we can all pretty much tell. But you know, I'm just not gonna tell you, just in case. Maybe I'll go back and get that ability for Lulu, because I don't really know what else to get her. Okay, that's everyone. I could really do with a save spot, actually. I can go back down to save, apparently. Oh, I can. Okay, that's really good to know. Biggest win of the whole game. I can Google it. Willow forgets I know this game. You're supposed to play along with me and pretend. You're not supposed to know. Right. I'm gonna take a quick second. Okay. Oh my god, I've got to do like a mini game before I can even proceed to the next boss. Okay. Okay. Jesus Christ. The next fight looks like it might be quite tough. So I might save that for the next stream. But I have a save sphere to get to before we can do that anyway. So let's progress. This area is quite cool. Ah, do I want to fight this guy? I feel like the answer is no. I will steal from him though. I will steal his shit.
I'll be right back.
But as long as I feel like I'm at an okay level to progress, I'm not fighting any of these things on stream. Like, look at that guy, what a freak. Yeah, I'll just steal. I'll just steal and leave.
I'll be right back.
He keeps lying and saying he'll be right back. We will not be back. We will not be returning. I'm happy to wait in suspense. That's fair. I think we can all feel pretty assured that there won't be any more Seymour, though. That did feel pretty final. I don't know if he returns in 10-2 or anything. There's a chance. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, I'm getting a little treat? That feels very special. Two things. One, did you know that local bookshop got a refurb and it's so wonderful in there now and the aircon upstairs actually works? That sounds delightful. And would you like to see book haul? I would love to see book haul. I nearly went in a bookshop the other day and then I realized that if I bought anything, I'm probably not going to have any time to read anytime soon. Sadly. Like, I currently own 2 books that I would like to read, and I just haven't been able to yet. What is this? Oh. God, the way they set that up made me feel like that was going to be a very scary thing, and it just kind of wasn't.
I'll be right back.
Would you rather Dwimble or call Bordeaux? Dwimble. Unless it's a weekend, and then call Porto. But you know me, I like to Dwimble. It's so dark and cozy in there now, I love it. That sounds great. That place was due a bit of a refurb.
I'll be right back.
It's been a while since I've brought any books. And despite just talking about how I can only ever read on a plane, when I was on a plane recently, I didn't really do any reading. It didn't quite work out. Adult fiction and sci-fi fantasy's downstairs now, which is silly. Oh. Oh, I actually don't like that. I kind of liked going upstairs. It made me feel special. It made me feel like I was different. God, what's around here? A bunch of enemies I'm gonna run from, I guess.
I'll be right back.
Why am I even coming? Oh, I just came from around here. I just did a full loop. Well, I'm stealing a lot from all of these. I think I get to keep the stuff.
So easy on you next time.
At least. Okay, yeah, I just did a loop. I just did a whole loop. That's not a very good luck. This guy is so tempting to kill. Ooh! Oh, that's a good haul. I see a lot of, Dungeon Meshi there. I've heard good stuff about Dungeon Meshi, but I'm not quite sure if I'd like it. I probably would, to be fair. It's not like I've heard good stuff for no reason. Maybe I will. Fine. Let's kill this guy.
Mintobi Flobadudamai.
Krimbombi Strongo. Mintobi Flobadubamai. That was Simlish out the wazoo. That was Simlish City. It was crazy how Simlish that was. Guess I'll just attack. I think it's just armor break. Yeah. Ooh, okay, I have to go down there to cheer now. That's awkward. Manga's still upstairs as well as young adult non-fiction. Oh, okay. I probably won't go up there a lot then. If adult fiction, sci-fi, fantasy is downstairs, those are the big heavy hitters for me when it comes to reading, I think. It's downstairs my favorite bookshop and I love it. It makes me feel so exclusive. No, I like going up the stairs. I like going up the stairs. I like being out of the way. And I'm realizing now I like being away from the shop counter. I like to look around a bookshop in peace and not feel like someone is looking at me. Wow, okay. That's new. Oh, yeah, didn't love that. But that'll kill him. Yeah, okay. Easy. Easy peasy. Sul Sul Dweeba Dabadook. God, I love saying Simlish. Not so good at making it up, personally. I don't have the Simlish gene. The gene that makes you understand Simlish. There we go. Let's actually heal those two. Okay, yeah, I am going around here. I thought so. Oh, never mind, basement. Oh, basement's cool. Basement floor in your bookshop where all of the books you like are. That's special. I would enjoy that a lot. I just feel like I just don't want ground floor. That's what it is. I either want like upstairs or a basement and no in between. What was that? Scary thing that that hits you, I guess.
I'll be right back.
You should absolutely watch or read it. It's actually so excellent. Marcella is one of my sillies of all time. I would be tempted to watch it, I think. If I could find somewhere to watch it. Ah! That's scary. This guy's just so tempting. He's so easy to kill, you know? Like, I feel bad, but it doesn't mean it's not true. He's just kind of worthwhile. Even if it's kind of repetitive what I do with this poor guy. Okay, that does a lot of damage though, I should remember that. Oh, except it heals Auron, I guess. It must be fire? Okay, let's cheer again. Why not? Oh, to book readers here, most and least favorite genres. I do think my favorite... I think my favorite genre is whatever Brandon Sanderson books slash the Locked Tomb series falls into, where it's like, it's science fantasy, like science fiction and high fantasy had a baby called science fantasy. I'd say that's probably what I enjoy the most. Space opera fiend. I do like sci-fi, but I like it to have a little bit of like a fantasy element, I guess. Not as a rule, but that's generally true for me, I'd say. As for least favorite, probably thrillers. That's just on my mind, I think, because of Trash mentioning it, but like, generally I don't care for a murder mystery. I don't care for like, oh my god, the genre of book which is like, it'll be by an author whose last name is Patterson, and the front cover will just be the author's name, and then like a picture of like, almost like a stock image of someone walking away on like a dark street or something. And the plot of the novel is basically just that there's some horrible killer, like, or someone doing really horrible, terrible things. And the whole plot is all about, like, the satisfaction you're supposed to get from the novel is, I'm so glad that justice was served. But in the meanwhile, you still have to read about all these horrible crimes, you know? Not a fan of that. Whatever genre that is, I would say, is not good. Every genre generally has good and bad, but sci-fi, fantasy, horror, and literary fiction are wins. And then I don't read much non-fiction, especially biographies. I'm so picky about thrillers and romance, and when they work for me, it's rarely a major win. Yeah, I would say of those listed, sci-fi, fantasy, I agree, is great. Horror and literary fiction, I think, generally don't work as well for me. I like those elements to be in my sci-fi fantasy. I like romance, but I am picky, because romance, I think, is very difficult to write well. But for me, when romance is written well, it hits very hard. I just think it's more difficult to do. Yeah, kill yourself, Yuna. You're nuts. Guilty! Like a little bit. How was that not overkill? Or just did 9,999 damage to a creature with 300 health. That felt like overkill to me, but okay. My goodness. Where am I even going right now? You know what? No, I would like to flee. I just need to figure out where I am, video game. You don't need to throw this shit at me. I'm having a tough time as it is. Oh my god. Okay, I'm leaving. I'm leaving. I'm leaving. I'm leaving. As soon as I steal from you, I am leaving.
Live and let live.
Historical in any form or fashion. I like some historical stuff, but it depends. I love fantasy wins, but I feel like at this point I've read so much wins are hard to come by. That's fair. A sci-fi book that was 1,300 pages. It was delicious. I love silly murder mysteries and weird settings. I kind of enjoy murder mysteries in fiction other than books, I guess. Where am I going, video game? Oh, here, I guess. I guess down that slope. You're thinking specifically crime fiction, which is like a subgenre of thriller. Yeah, that. Fucking hate that. I haven't read them, admittedly, but I actually think I know enough conceptually to be like, I don't like that. Because the concept is so unappealing to me that even written well, I think I would just be too displeased. Romance within other genres, but sometimes pure romance is tough for me. Yeah, I guess it's been a while since I have read a pure romance book, so I guess when I think about romance as a genre, I guess I'm just thinking of like, what is the closest book on my shelf? I guess I'm thinking more about when a book is maybe a different genre but relies on romance a lot, or has a lot of romance in it. That's good. The single dead love interest romance book I read a few weeks ago was so silly fun. I also know you've recommended to me in the past like a, what's it called? It's like a fantasy romance book, I think. Like Lattes and something. It's a book about someone, like an ex-adventurer in a D&D-esque world, retiring to be like a coffee shop owner. And I think that sounds fun.
So easy on you next time.
It was good in the way that the best Hallmark movie is good, but that's what I wanted. Sometimes that is what you want. I just think that some genres you're getting exactly what you know you're getting out of them when they're at their best, and that is exactly what you want. Legends and Lattes, that's what it's called. I saw it a few weeks ago. I think the last time I bought a book was I was trying to figure out if I wanted a book to take with me on the plane. And I think I went with, I bought a physical copy of, this is when I feel stupid. Hold on. Yeah, no, I got the name right. I'm just silly. I bought a physical copy of Gideon the Ninth. In fact, let me show you. Because I wanted to do a reread, and I realized that the copy of Gideon the Ninth, and in fact, every single book in the Locked Tomb series is I bought on a Kindle account I no longer have access to. So yeah, so I kind of have to buy them physical. But what I will say, I was really hoping that it wouldn't have this fucking thing. This shit pisses me off so much. I can't even stress this enough. I don't know how visible it is on camera, but basically, so you know how the cover here on the back, this like harder bit that isn't paper, runs all the way to the edge there. On the front, it runs to there. There's like a bit where there's like this, almost like this underlayer. God, it annoys me. This is my least favorite. This is my most hated trend currently in like physical book printing. I don't know, why do they do this? Is it easier to print? I'm sure it can't be. It can't be good for anyone. Because if what you ultimately want is just a little bit of orange on the end of your cover, did you know you can just do that? This is a picture. All of this is a picture that, you know, got printed onto this. So you could have just added a bit of orange to the end of the picture. Let me show you. So obviously normal good books, this goes, the plasticky cover goes to the end. It's like the same length as the paper. On, I guess, a step back cover like this, it only runs to about here. And then this orange that you see visible on the end is actually the next page, which is, it's like kind of plasticky. It's not like paper, but it's not as thick and like durable feeling as the outside cover. So it basically just means that like you get to this point and you no longer have the cover, you just have this like piece of shit. And yeah, all it is a ton of reviews. But what's the point? No one reads the first few bits of a book anyway. I don't know about you, but my routine with the book is that I open it up, I figure out where it actually begins, which is here. There's all this stuff at the beginning, which is, you know, for real book heads. I skip through that. I'm not reading the reviews. If I'm reading a book, it's because I've been recommended it. In which case, the only review that matters to me is the person who recommended it to me. And I know that because they said it to me. I don't need to see what V.E. Schwab said about this. I appreciate it. I have read a V.E. Schwab book before and it was good, but I don't need to know. I'm fine. I also, can I show you all something like really silly? So I think I've shown off before on stream that I got printed a physical copy of my favorite ever fanfic. And this is gorgeous, by the way. This is hardback. The cover is beautiful. Beautiful spine. I mean, look at it. Gorgeous. It's like a real book. It's like a real book. And this cost me like £25 to get printed. This is crazy. But this is a Detective Conan fanfiction. And you can see this little character on the front wearing a top hat and a monocle. Where I have this on my shelf now is I've put it on my bookshelf in Pride of Place, right next to this, which is a little plastic standee of that character from Detective Conan that I got when I was in Japan. And it's perfect, and it goes beautifully on my bookshelf. Right next to my fanfiction book and my equally tiny Tifa standee. I'm very happy with all of those things. I'm having a silly crash out. I'm having a little bit of a crash out. Like a little. It's like kind of like a book and personal interest related. When will Electra the Ninth come back from the war? That's what I'm saying. When will I have more Locked Tomb to read? I actually think a new Locked Tomb book would get me out of my reading slump. I think I would be able to read again if that released. Most general readers buy in stores look at reviews. Really? But all reviews are gonna be good. Like, I don't know. I just feel like if you're printing a review onto the book, it's not gonna be like, oh, this is good. This is only good if you, I mean, I guess sometimes they'll say, a lot of reviews will be like comparative, like, this is the X genre version of other book. But still, reading for recommendation is not common. I've seen the stats people trust blurbs from authors they already like. That's so interesting. I guess if there's an author you like and they are saying a book is good, then maybe, I guess that's kind of like a recommendation from a friend. It's just the friend is the parasocial relationship you have with the author you already know. But I don't know, I just find that whenever I've chosen a book to read unprompted, it's not good. I don't know what it is. I just feel like the books I enjoy the most tend to be recommendations from people I know. I thought it was going to be My Immortal. Oh, I have that as well. Where's that? There it is. It's right between Turtles All the Way Down and Catch-22. Exactly where it should be. Did I see the Detective Conan show? Universal. I unfortunately did not. It was a choice though. It was a choice. I knew that it would be in Japanese, and as silly as it would have been, I didn't think it was worth it, and I wanted to do other things while I was at Universal. Like go on the Space Fantasy ride twice because it was so good. Disney could have published to save Mellow. I need it. I need another Locked Tomb book. I'm not even kidding. I started rereading Gideon the Ninth and it was going well. Like I was like, oh yeah, reading is fun. But then I just kind of ran out of time. Speaking of time, God, I have so much gil. Where did that come from? So, speaking of time, this next boss fight Okay, I think basically anything I do from this point leads me to the next boss fight, which I would then need to try. So what I'm gonna do, considering that there are 2 boss fights left in the game, I'm gonna end stream here. And next time I stream, I actually think I'll be able to beat the game. Hopefully. Hopefully, it only takes me a couple of attempts. Maybe even 1 attempt on the next boss, particularly if I do a little bit of level grinding. YouTube comment section is gonna love this section of the playthrough. Don't worry, don't worry. I guarantee the YouTube viewership I get. There's no way, like, I haven't looked at the stats, but there's no way that they get all of the way through the VOD, you know? YouTube counts it as a view if someone watches for like 2 minutes, and I guarantee that's what's happening. I'm sorry if there is a real person watching this VOD on YouTube that has just sat through like 20 minutes of completely unrelated talking. I'm sorry, I didn't think you were real. I didn't think you were a real person. I was just gonna do a vibe check, but then I remembered that I can't do a vibe check because if I try and do a vibe check, the vibe check thing tells me that I'm not allowed to do it because I'm streaming. Which is so rude. It's meant to be really good in terms of effects? Really? Oh no, I missed out. You're telling me I could have seen a Detective Conan show that is also good? Oh, that's fine. There was so much Detective Conan stuff in Japan. It was crazy. It was kind of insane, actually. Like, more than you would think. I don't know how much of my Japan stuff I've shown off. Hang on, let me show you one other thing while I'm here. So this is a little Chef Pikachu. I got this from the Pokemon Cafe, and he's really cute. He is adorable. I love this little guy with all of my heart. I think he's so cute. I can show you one of your sillies. Chef Pikachu is very cute. I want to see a Detective Conan O'Brien crossover. That's what the world's been waiting for. We all want that. Also, nice vibe check from Tom. Corvus's vibes are an all-time low. Sickeningly low, in fact. A nice healthy 56%. You don't want to get that checked out. It could be higher, but you don't need to go to the doctor for a 56%. 97 is quite good, though, admittedly. 97 is kind of about as good as it gets. Yeah, Thievery, you got a vibe check blocked by trash. I can show you one of the sillies. Hold on. Let me show you this. So he's in plastic, but isn't that delightful? Isn't that so good? He's got the nail on his back. It's really cute. This is a real cute little guy. Love that little guy. That's so cool, I'm gonna steal my little sibling, thank you. Hey, I actually didn't know that there was like the lights and the music until after buying that little guy, and it's so fun. You're so welcome. The joy I got learning like after I'd bought it that it did that was incredible. that was great. The feeling that I had, because they had the same shop that had those had a grub plush that you could squeeze and it would make like grub noises, you know, like like those. And that was really cute. And Party, who was with me, was like, oh, you should get it. You really like it, don't you? And I was like, oh yeah, I do, but I'm good. I'm fine. But like I got so much more of a rush just finding out that there was like a noise and visual effect on the little ghost. 91%? Those are good vibes. Don't know what's going on with Corvus to be so low. It's kind of embarrassing for you, Corvus, to have 5% vibes when people are out here with like 90% plus. I cried partially over you offering to bring me home Hollow Knight wear. Of course I was going to, though. The second I saw it, like, I need you to know, it was like I saw Hollow Knight merch and almost immediately I was like, I need to find out what Trash wants from this. Because there was so much of it. And it was such an amazing find, and to have found it within, because obviously with the Japan being 8 hours ahead, I got so lucky that it was within like normal UK hours, because if it had been any other time, I would have been screwed. It was the day for my birthday and other IRLs brought gifts around and came to see me, and you were incredibly kind to think to get it, and I was just emotional. No, it was the first thing I thought. The second I saw Hollow Knight, I like the brain connection of Hollow Knight to you was immediately there. I was double checking before I even before I could even think of what I had processed and seen. But you're very welcome. I can't wait to give you the plush. I can't wait to give you your silly characters. Because it was so nice. I mean, I got a little for myself. Let me show you what I got. I didn't get the grub plush, but I did get the grub little plastic stand thing. I haven't taken him out of his box yet, but he's so cute. Look at him. He's so cute. I have so much Hollow Knight merch now on my shelf, because I have Hornet, I have the Knight, and then I have the little grub. It's nice. It's crazy that Trash is shocked that people in their life like them. Like, do you not know that you're so cool? Exactly! Like, do you not know that I wanted to get you Hollow Knight stuff? I was so happy to see that much of it. I was like, this is such a... I've never seen that much Hollow Knight merch in the wild, and I was like, this is perfect. This is perfect timing. How did you travel with all of this? Honestly, easier than you'd think. My luggage, the luggage limit of the airline was 25 kilograms. I came back home with about 15 kilograms. I could have had way more stuff. The same for my partner's suitcase. Like he had the same limit, 25 kilograms. I think he hit 16, which was basically nothing. It was just, I severely underpacked, which meant that on the way back, I had plenty of room to fit everything in. I had a big backpack as well. I also just did some clever packing. I'm kind of really good at packing suitcases. I don't mean to brag, but I brought so much back. I brought back this little spoon that I got. This is a spoon from Universal. It's a little Donkey Kong on it. I brought back this box. This is a very cute box. Basically, I went to a place called Onomichi. They have a shop that sells these delicious, like, custardy egg puddings. And me and my partner got 4 flavors to try, and they gave us this box, and all of them come in these adorable little jars. I don't think you can see it super well on camera, but they have cute little patterns on them. I got 4 of these things. There's 4 jars for free. Can I see my silly Kingdom Hearts? You can't, Corvus, because they're not here. They're at another location right now. They're at a location that was determined to be closer to you, but not here. So I don't have them to hand. I'm so sorry. Humble brag moment. Yeah, I'm sorry. I hate to admit, I'm just really good at packing. I'm just really good at it. What else do I have? That's mainly it. I didn't get a crazy amount of stuff. Oh, I got some really nice mugs. But they're also not here. I got a Detective Conan mug, and this mug was gorgeous. And I don't just mean like it had a nice pattern on it. I mean the shape of this mug was such like that's gonna be such a fun mug to drink out of. Like, so many designed mugs will just be like, I don't know if you can picture it, but just very like angular. Like, it's very much cylinder with handle for your drink. But this Detective Conan mug was like, it was like slightly rounded, and it had a bit of like it was curvy. This thing was curvy. And it had a really cute print on it. It was really simple. It just had like a very simple like line art of like the character's face. Let me know how much I owe you. We'll sort it out next time we meet. You owe me nothing. You owe me nothing. But next time we meet, I will hand it over. Whenever that is. You got some Hollow Knight merch along with your silly Pokemon card binder? Show me, I have to know. Oh, speaking of Pokemon cards, I did open some packs of Japanese Pokemon cards in Japan. And I got this. So again, really hard to tell on camera. But this is just an Eevee card, but it has like you really can't see on camera, it has like a holographic effect there. And it's specifically a holographic effect of a Master Ball. And apparently that means it's a good card. Like, this was a reasonably rare card. And the other one I got was this, which I don't think is as rare, but it's pretty cool. More than anything, it was just nice to be able to open a pack of... I think in the UK this is the same set that is like Prismatic Evolutions, which in the UK is really hard to get because people go insane over Eevee, so... That's pretty much everything. Let me check. Let me see this. Oh, that's gorgeous! Is that a massive blanket? That is beautiful! You bought me specific cards of your favorite Pokemon and I laughed. That's such a lovely gift. And that blanket is crazy. I can't get over how gorgeous that is. That's just a really nice blanket on top of being like a really fun design. Oh, right. Okay. I need to end the stream because I'm gonna have to wake up early for work tomorrow. I will probably stream again next Wednesday. Like, actually this time. Not like yesterday when I said I was gonna stream and then I didn't. And yeah, if we're lucky, I might be able to actually just beat this game. Which would be crazy. Because I started playing this... Oh my god, in fact, I can find an answer. I started playing this game... I didn't play. I started playing this... Oh my god. Oh wow, okay. On the 22nd of October. So it's been exactly 6 months. Don't get me wrong, I've had fun with this game. But it's basically all I've played for 6 months. Which is crazy, because if you look at my time, 60 hours in the game, so that averages to like 10 hours a month. That's basically nothing. Like I say, it's the only game I've played. It's like 10 hours a month on average is like... It's like a couple hours a week. That's quite a bit for me, to be fair. But yeah, hopefully we can... If I do like maybe an hour of level grinding, it shouldn't be too difficult to do the final couple bosses. Damn, in that time I've had 2 surgeries. I'm not laughing at the surgeries, I'm laughing at the fact that it's taken me so long to play this game that you can use that as a measure. I don't know what it's like to stream other games anymore. I don't remember. I don't think any of us remember. Do any of you remember me playing any other game ever? No, that's right. You can't even imagine what it's going to be like when I play Silent Hill 2. I can't. I haven't played a horror game in, well, I guess at least 6 months. Yeah, there was a time before Final Fantasy X. It's very hard to believe. It's hard to believe, but there was. Yeah. Can't think of what game it was off the top of my head. Oh god, it was very briefly it was Garten of Banban. And then oh no, Garten of Banban was during Final Fantasy. So it was I played the Jetstream Sam DLC. I did a little bit of Tears of the Kingdom, a little bit of Jedi Fallen Order. But the last game I played in full before this was Little Misfortune. Which is crazy. Before that, it was a few streams of Fire Emblem, and before that, it was Harold Halibut. And before that, it was Resident Evil 4. Insane. Even crazier, so because I've been counting my parts in YouTube, this is part 28, which means that I'm set to finish on part 29, which is almost nice. Like, it would have actually been nice to finish on part 30, but I'm not going to extend it by a part just to have a nicer ending. That's fake news, feels like ages ago. It really does, it feels like years. Like, Resident Evil 4 was last year. It was about this time last year. And since then I've played maybe like 3 games. One of them being this. I keep forgetting that Garten of Banban is a real game with real lore and real fans of said lore. Yeah, but like, I feel like a lot of Garten of Banban fans are fans ironically, in a way that circles back around to being fully genuine, but I still feel like it comes from a place of irony. You know? You know when you like a thing because you're like, wouldn't it be funny if I liked this and I thought, like, and I cared a lot about it? But then you stick around long enough and you're like, no, this is actually quite central to me now. Caring about this actually is a thing I care about. I feel like that has to be what Garten of Banban fans feel, surely. Also, still haven't written all of this review. Well, that sounds like it's some good timing for me to wrap up the stream and, give you some time to write that review, and I wish you luck with it. It sounds like a tough one to figure out what your thoughts are. Well, I guess you know your thoughts. I guess it feels like a tough one to put your thoughts into something that would count as a review. Like, that would be funneled into a review. So I will let you go and figure that out. Wishing you luck. I should be back next Wednesday. Hopefully finishing this game. Sub 65 hours. So yeah, until then, enjoy the rest of your evening, enjoy the rest of your week, enjoy the weekend when it comes. And yeah!
Wimbly Wombo,
Scramba Scrombo, Dibby Womp Wanna. That sounds like a freestyle little bit that would be in a Spice Girls song. Like if they were gonna do like a little freestyle, like little nonsense noises bit, that's what they would do. But yeah, I'm excited for Sunday too. Right, I will end stream. And yeah, thank you all for hanging out today. XOXO. Go piss, girl.